Did someone go, woohoo?
It's David. He's driving me nuts. Yeah.
All right. I'm back. Are you happy
So
that I'm
happy.
back?
I had nothing to do.
I'm back.
Lord of chaos, serve hot, eats loud, patience gone. Pull up a chair, it's getting weird. Hide nice, bad ideas, mosquitoes and cafecitos. Bless your heart.
This is Mosquitoes and Cafecitos, the Florida Girl podcast where two non-Hispanic ex-party girls try to survive their lovable Hispanic husbands. Are they lovable? Louder than life in-laws, motherhood. Somehow we're succeeding. I'm barely succeeding right now, but whatever. I'm here. I'm alive. I'm Sarah.
I'm Carrie.
And she's going to bring us into our Florida man, person, woman thing of the week.
I found this story. There's a whole website dedicated to Florida Man. I don't know if you know that, but it's literally called floridaman.com.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Shout out to floridaman.com.
Definitely. And there are all kinds of stories. So this one, I saw the thumbnail. It's actually, the thumbnail is of an Easter bunny in a fight, fist fight on a street side. I said, oh, what's this? Let's take a look at what's going on.
Can't hear it, but I see it.
The Easter bunny. I'm glad because, well, the thing
Don't mess
is, the
with
dude
little
was
bunny
hitting that
foo-foo.
chick, and the Easter bunny came in and saved the day. It's Easter, motherfucker. Oh my God, the girl's still going.
I can't hear it, but I see it.
That looks like a bum.
Unclear why the fight started. Oh my gosh.
Oh, he's ready to go, that Easter bunny. He's
He
ready.
looks like he's about to breakdance fight. Not all heroes wear capes.
I have an
Some of
Easter
them
bunny
wear
costume
Easter
in my
bunny
garage. That would
costumes.
be hilarious.
They're holding back the bunny.
The bunny's got
the
no
guy's
neck.
like holding the bunny back.
That guy's a bum. I wonder if she
Oh my
was messing
God.
with him or if he was messing with her. I don't know. I don't know the full story, obviously, but we can.
Bunny fights.
We can
Forget the website bum fights. Now there's got to
we
be
can
one called like
speculate.
bunny fights. First of all, I thought it was downtown Hollywood from like the way it looked, and then it looked like it was like right outside PRL at like the pizza place, but it wasn't. But that downtown Hollywood vibe, or like downtown, like Clematis Street in
Actually,
West Palm
the
Beach.
Florida Man is not even the Easter bunny. The Florida Man is considered the unhoused man. Yeah.
The guy was beating the woman up.
This is in Orlando. A Florida man received a beat down from the Easter bunny, and the whole thing was caught on video. The Easter bunny served up more than just baskets of candy this Easter. This is 2019. It all started when a man bumped into a woman and words were exchanged. The bunny hopped into action and proceeded to demonstrate his fist of fury. A promoter that goes by Workfuth on Instagram captured the fuzzy brawl on video. The fight was eventually broken up by Orlando police and a bystander. Apparently, the Easter bunny spends a lot of time in the off-season training for moments like these. And that's that. I thought it was really funny. Florida.
That's one of those like only in Florida
I think
things.
if I was like driving by, I'd be like,
it reminded
Florida.
me of those like downtowny areas always have something crazy like that going on. Like one time Charlie and I were out for Valentine's Day in downtown Hollywood, and we were having our Valentine's Day dinner at this little sushi Thai place on Hollywood Boulevard called, I forget, Sushi Thai. I don't know. It was a cute little place. It had like curtains that were seashells, like it was really tiny, but they had good Thai food, good sushi. So, and we're sitting there eating and two Elvises come in and sit down and have dinner together on Valentine's Day.
Magnificent.
And then that's that same downtowny area that I thought it was. And then Charlie and I recently went to a concert at Respectables on
Was that the
Clematis
other
Street.
day?
Same type of downtown vibe.
Oh
It was
no!
like
What concert?
2 months ago. The other day we went to see the Growlers
Culture Room.
at Culture Room. But we were at respectables on Clematis. And we come out, we're walking to the car, and Batman is just walking, like a full-on Batman is walking down the street, like walking with purpose, but walking alone.
Where's Robin?
And now there's a exactly. And we followed him for a little
To the
bit because I wanted to know where
Batcave.
he was going, and then we lost him in the street in the alley. He like disappeared into an
Sounds-
alleyway.
Right. I think that's what Batman does. That's funny.
I'm Batman. Yeah. And so now the Easter Bunny's downtown.
A lot of
in
Orlando stuff.
whooping
Like
some ass.
if we think South Florida is bad, I think Orlando's another one that's like another weird spot. I think because it's like a melting pot of people just come together in Orlando.
And it's like
Yeah.
a fresh
and then
melting
now
pot.
like
It's like newer than down here.
over
Like we've got
here,
an
it's,
established melting pot.
there's
Now
some
it's
stuff
like
over here too. But I was gonna say, actually, the Respectables thing made me think of Nicole got into a big fist fight there one time. Yeah, with the chick for some reason. I don't know what the reason was, but Nicole went ham on this girl. Anyway, she went ham on this girl. It was PBR night. I don't know if I was there. I heard the story or what it was, but supposedly Nicole beat the shit out of this girl in the middle of Respectables.
I would never want Nicole to, for perspective, for all of our listeners who don't not know Nicole. Nicole's about 6 feet tall. She's a beautiful, blonde, gorgeous, tall woman. I wouldn't want. No, you can't even run away. Her stride alone.
You know what you could think of? You want to like
Done for.
what's that movie with Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger, twins? She's Arnold Schwarzenegger and I'm
Twins?
Danny DeVito.
Yeah,
Like that's basically it. Like
accurate.
we've gotten into a few tussles.
Accurate.
There's another time at a bar in Coral Springs, we saw a girl that was talking shit about me years before. I'm married at this time. Like I don't know. Anyway, we happened to be sitting. I think it was. I can't remember the bar. It was in Coral Springs, though, a shithole. And this girl that we know said some horrible things about me. Nicole shoulder checked her or something. I don't know how it started. And Nicole's like, you said mean stuff
years
to my friend,
years later
or something like that, or you post mean shit about my friend online or something. That was another one. It was we left yelling at each other, and it was a big thing. But Nicole's a badass. She doesn't care.
I used to do things like that. I feel like I definitely used to do things like that. Old me, 1000%.
I would do it for my friends. I would do it for myself too if I was drunk enough as a kid. But like more so, like if somebody fucked with Raph or like anybody, I would go irate. Like
yeah. Like
and then like
full-on
it's like
confrontation.
She doesn't want me to be doing like. And I remember that night with Nicole. I'm like, come on, it's all right. I don't care. I don't care that much. Like fuck this girl. She's disgusting. I win. And then Nicole was like, no, I'm not fucking. So we ended up having to leave. But
Yeah. I've definitely been carried out of Murphy's Law back in the day at the Hard Rock, like 2 bouncers on my legs and then 1 in the front. So that I was like Superman flying, like carried out for like pushing a girl across like a row of stools.
Need to.
Like, what the fuck?
I think more now than ever. All my Lucy's down here. Now more than ever, I think I need to let some aggression out. You too. I think you'd really benefit from beating the shit out of somebody. Not saying I'm recommending it, but
we need to go to like, those, you know what? That's a good business idea. You know, those like rec rooms where you go and like beat stuff up. We should do that, but like for moms and wives.
Yeah. And what could we beat up?
You know, like you could like have a bunch of mannequins that are like husbands.
Yeah.
You know? And then have another room that's
have
like
a dish
laundry
room?
And like
because you don't want to wash the fucking dishes again.
Plates. You have to wear
light clothes on fire.
You gotta wear safety goggles. You know,
if I could light this mountain of clothes on fire, I talk about this mountain. It's a new mountain, but it's this chair up here in this loft area. It's like where both of our computers are. It collect, the chair up here, the big lazy boy chair. I want to get rid of it. All it does is collect shit. Like notebooks. Yeah, I like my 1,000 notebooks that I need to have that I keep buying because I think I'm going to be organized this time. Like, yeah, and then a bunch of sketchbooks that I have, and boxes. Anyway, that would be a great idea. I would love to
But like a rage,
What could we name it?
like a
Nobody
outlet, a
steal it,
raging
because
outlet.
I'll know if I see this pop up.
I don't know. Can we name this? Like, because these things already exist, but just like tailor it to like moms only,
Yeah.
moms and wives only, you know? If you have an idea for what we should call this place,
Have a
put it,
daycare at the front so you
comment
could
it
just
to
leave your
us,
kid. No
message it.
excuses.
Yeah. So you don't have to get a
Have
babysitter.
alcohol.
We'll watch your kids. We'll put headphones on them so they don't hear you
Yeah,
going
like, yeah. Actually, these things.
have a soundproof
Oh
like
my God,
screaming
imagine.
room, like
I know
those
this is kind of going. We didn't really have much today anyway, so this is fine. But I came across. Did I talk about the buccal? Buccal? I don't know how do you say that? Buccal?
no
Buccal? Like your face, this
bugle.
buccal fat. I don't know how to say it. You know what I'm talking about?
I have
Like
no
all the
idea
celebrities are having
what that's called.
buccal fat removery surgery to have like more defined cheeks, whatever. I went for a massage yesterday and it got me thinking, and then I came across some algorithm of people getting this muscle in their jaw massaged because we carry so much tension and stress in our jaw. You ever notice like throughout the day you're clenching your jaw?
You
I do it
clench.
constantly. I don't know if I do it so much at
Yes.
night. My braces stop it, but like during the day, like I'll notice like I'm hardcore clenching down. And, it could be your medication, but a lot of the time it's stress. So I went yesterday and she's like, oh my God, your shoulders are like,
In yoga, when they tell you like um relax your tongue, take your tongue off the top of your mouth. Because you'll be sitting there thinking you're relaxed, but when you lay down for final shavasana and they're like, totally relax, release your tongue from the top of your mouth. You don't even realize you're laying there with your tongue
Raph
pushed
said
up
that in
against the top of your
Pilates. They
mouth for
tell
no
her
reason.
all the time. They say, like, relax your jaw. Like, she doesn't even realize, but she is. I do it too. Like, but it's
Yeah.
not like I'm walking around like that, but like you're just doing it. So anyway, there's this whole thing about massages for your jaw to release that tension. So I went down that rabbit hole. I saw a video of like Leanne Rimes. It came out on TMZ. I forgot, Leanne Rimes,
Oh,
like she's from like our growing up in the 90s, and she's hysterical. Like after something gets released from the doctor massaging back there. And I'm like, I gotta fucking try this. So then I found videos on how to do it yourself. I put gloves on. I'm sitting here. I put gloves on and I'm sitting here yesterday and I'm like doing it. And you can feel there's like a muscle that goes from the bottom part of the jaw to the top part of your jaw back there, like behind your teeth. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but I felt I could tell, I noticed a difference. I noticed a difference yesterday from doing that. I could tell, like, I was a little bit more like,
do they call
no,
it somatic
it's
massage?
B
Because then there's another girl
Buccal.
I see online.
Buccal. That's another one of those words that I'll
Buccal?
never really be sure how to say it, and I don't care if somebody makes fun of me, because that's just who I am. But buccal,
It's a buccal.
buccal massage.
I feel like today I am just like vibrating at like a like a my body is vibrating. That's how overstimulated, worried, like burnt out I am. I feel like, when you can hear
Oh
like
my
a light
God.
bulb that's just had it,
Yeah.
like buzzing. That's what like my nervous system is at today. And I just don't know what's gonna happen or what we're gonna do about it. But to be
The
continued,
thing
we'll see
about
how I
that,
deal with
like,
this.
you can't keep going because you don't want it to get too far gone where you're at the point like me and I'm like totally trying to rebuild my life from like,
I feel like we're both at that point where we're like something's got to change, something has got to be a dramatic change, like, and then it makes me have like when I think about it from all these different perspectives, it's like why do I feel like it makes me resent men and my husband for the fact that, I mean, always, even before I've even ever gotten pregnant, I've always had like a issue with the fact that women have to have the baby and like we have to do all this shit and then they can just like, if they're a scumbag, they can just leave you, you know, but like you're the one that's stuck with the kids. Like we're just always put in a more vulnerable situation than men,
And nobody's looking
period.
out for us either.
Starting point of my whole like, right. So like my entire life, like growing up with a single mother, my whole mentality has always been like that. Like men can leave. Like my grandma used to tell us, like, you always have to have secret money just in case anything happens, you can peace out. You know what I mean? Because you can't trust these men. I mean, Charlie's not like that. You know what I mean?
Hopefully.
I'm blessed
No,
with a
I'm just
husband that's doesn't hurt.
Yeah, no,
He
thank
doesn't
God.
hurt me or
Yeah.
like
It's not like
he doesn't cheat on me. You know what I
that's
mean?
the
And
thing,
that's
and
not what
like
I'm
because
saying. I'm just saying
people,
that like,
if you talk about this, people will say the whole thing like, well, at least it's not this. Well, at least he doesn't punch you in the face if you don't have dinner ready on. Like, you know, at least it's not that. It's not that you're complaining about, like, it's not, I don't know if it's complaint. It's like just needing to be heard that you're fucking tired and this
yeah.
person can be wonderful. However, they're not
But it's like,
understanding me and what I'm needing.
and I'm trying to like not have, but I can't help it. I already have it. I already had a resentment towards the whole situation of like having kids before I even had kids. Like one of my friends showed me a video of her birthing her child, and I had a straight up panic attack after. Like I went home, freaked out, started crying, and then like bitched Charlie out. We were like, we weren't gonna have a kid for like 3 years. Like we didn't. This was 3 years before Arlo. And I was like, it's so fucked up. You don't have to do anything. We have to, I have to, my body's going to be fucked up. My everything is going to be fucked up. And then if, you know, if you decide to leave me, then I'm a used fucking minivan that nobody wants to buy after that. So that was my mentality already. This is like, all therapists are going to watch this and go, that girl's fucked up. And then now, like, I thinking about my career, whether I should keep working or be a stay-at-home mom or do this or do that, or all these like huge life-changing decisions. And like, that's going to hugely affect me. Like, what if I do decide to take time off to just be with the kids because they're super young right now and I feel like they need me to be there and I want to be there? But then what if I want to get back into corporate America? I can't just pick
Then
back
they
up where I
ask
was,
you.
because then they're going to look at my resume and go, what's up with this
I
gap
feel like it's
here?
more accepted
And
now,
then I'm
though,
going to have to
that,
say, oh, I think that they say it's more accepted, but you never know who's going to
yeah,
be on the other end of that fucking question, being like, oh, she's a mom. She's going to have to leave
yeah.
when her kids are sick and this and this and this and that. They say that they don't, but like, do they? You know? So then it doesn't, it like makes me so like jealous that they just walk out the door and go to work and they don't have to like get little asshole kids dressed and ready to fucking go. Like, I worked on a Saturday last week for my photo shoot. We had to work on Saturday. So Charlie was home. So all I had to do was get up, put my clothes on, walk out the door. I literally walked into work a different person. Like the night and day difference of like the hustle to get these kids where they got to be and the stress of it versus walking in fresh as a fucking daisy, stepping out of my house before anybody's even awake. I didn't have to talk to anybody. All I had to do was put my clothes on and leave. I was like, what heaven did I just step into? And then I didn't see a
But
kid
did
till
you miss
6 o'clock
them?
when I got home.
Oh, really? I wonder if I would
No,
miss. Oh, yeah. But
it
no, well,
was
you
one
were
day. It was just one
working all
day. You
week
know what I
with all
mean?
your big girl stuff. That's why we haven't seen you around here. No, but you
Yeah,
know, like you didn't feel.
no,
I don't know how
I
I
was
would
okay.
feel.
But then that's also something that like I said to my mom today. I was like, if I had an in-person job, you know, I'm conflicted right now because I want to be home with them. And my mom was like, you get used to it, you'll be
But
fine. And I'm
that's that
like, maybe I
mentality,
would
like that. My
now that
mom, the
you've asked me that.
same mentality as your mom, and they're around the same age. Like the my bad. Michael, could you help me and try to keep it down? I don't want to waste Sarah's time. Just give him what he wants. But that mentality of our moms in that age range, like, it's like, just suck it up. Suck it up. You got to do what you got to do. And now I feel like we're kind of in a time where it's being talked about. A lot of the stuff that women have sucked up. I don't know why that made me laugh the way I said it. Sucked up. But, like, people are talking about that now. Or what, I think I shared something a couple weeks ago about this woman. I don't know if she was talking to Congress, what she was doing, but she was saying, like, the system is not designed for moms. And, like, works, and this is a big discussion right now, like how moms are expected to go back to work, like nothing's the matrescence thing, like their brains are not totally fucked and fried. We're supposed to go about our days, and, like, I don't know who in their right mind, like what you're dealing with too, like all this work that you're doing, and then, like, sometimes you can feel like you don't have the help that you need. Like, how do women just suck it up and say, oh, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine? No, it's not fine. That's why you fucking snap and you end up on Dateline and you murder everybody, because it's not fine to go through every day being the one that everybody depends on. It's not fine. And finally, people are talking about it, and I think that's really great. And back to, like, interviewing, like, say you did take a break and then you went back to work, and then they're like, well, what's this gap here? Fuck them. You don't got to tell them you're a mom. And if you do, that shouldn't fucking end.
And
No,
I
they
feel like they
shouldn't. Or you
shouldn't
could just
ask about the
say,
gap. Like, that's my
I took time
like,
off
that
to
has nothing to
travel.
do with my experience.
That's it. My husband and I were in a good place. We could travel during this time.
But at the same time, it's like any answer you give to a question like that leaves a opening for them to judge you in a way that shouldn't be taken into
Then that job's
consideration
not for
when
you.
thinking
Fuck
about giving
them.
you the job. You know what I
And
mean?
I for a long
I
time,
mean,
I would beat myself up if I screwed up an interview, because I can't shut up sometimes. And, like, the first part would be great, and I should have stopped there. And then I just keep going. Yeah, my mom was born in New Jersey. And I realized, like,
yeah.
if you don't take that, like, that's who I am. That's who you're going to get if you brought me on. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to talk about some shit that you're like, why are you talking about that? Or how did you even get there? And you don't give me the job, fuck it. Obviously, I wouldn't be a good fit for you anyway, if you're not going to go for it there. So for a long time, I would beat the shit out of myself because I wasn't getting jobs. I was applying for a whole year and doing interviews. And if it's not for you, it's not for you.
It's also like a lot of the times too, now I feel like in interviews or whatever, I feel like giving as little information about your personal life.
Don't say nothing.
Like,
It's none of their business. And
yeah,
perception, like,
none of your business if I have kids. None of your
like you
business if
said, like, they are going to create their perception of you the tiniest thing that you say. So if you did say, like, I took time off to be with my kids, and like you said, oh, well, now she's probably in their head, like, perception is she's probably gonna have to leave because her kids are gonna need to go to the doctor or be sick, or, like, I learned that big time at the last job in my toxic situation. Like, me thinking that I was just communicating with my leaders put me in a horrible spot, because no, that took it to another level where I didn't want it to go. I was just communicating, but their perception, which I guess is everything, doesn't matter how good of an employee you are, doesn't matter, but how people perceive you because you share too much. And
yeah.
I'm not sharing because
Yeah,
I'm just sharing because I'm too honest. And that's the problem.
yeah, and I had a coworker, a colleague when a couple jobs ago that I was really became close with, and he's a man, different mentality about everything than me, and I feel like I learned a lot from him because he would not talk to anybody at work. He would talk about work, wouldn't share a lot about his personal life. He did eventually with me because him and I became friends, but him and I would talk, but like other people come around, he would not talk about any personal anything after work hours. Like, as soon as it was the
Yeah.
time that you could
Yeah,
leave, he
like,
was like, "Out,
yeah.
done, bye." And I was at first, coming from,
And
like,
everybody
working in
knows
restaurants and
everybody's
stuff, everyone
business.
hangs out
Yeah.
after work, everybody knows everything about everybody. Exactly, and then this is like a corporate job, and he was like, no. And then he would say, like, I don't need to tell, when I would ask him about stuff like that, he's like, I don't need to tell anybody this stuff. Like, they don't need to know anything about my life. Like, that's not gonna change anything with my job. They're not gonna pay me less or more. Like, this is what my job is. I talk to you because you're my friend. I don't need anything. They're having a happy hour after work. I'm going home. I have beer in my fridge. I don't need to
I think
drink with
that's a
these people
learning
that can then
curve
like
for
have
restaurant
something to use
people, like
against me.
hospitality for
Yeah.
us when we do get out of it and then go into a corporate job. Like, we don't know how to
It's
act
totally
because
different.
we're so used to hanging out and like
Performing.
performing and like sharing and trying to be relatable, trying to be personable, and we get along with people by being ourselves, which in corporate life, like corporate workspaces, like you need to play that Game of Thrones. Like, I learned that from Jamie. She's like, don't tell these people shit about you. Like, what are you doing? Like, they don't need to know where you're going. They don't need to know what happened. Just tell them you need to go and that's it. And I would be like, you're right. Like, why do I give them the whole,
Because you know what? It's like when you call out from a
yeah, you
restaurant
have
and
to
you're like,
give
I'm
them
sick. They don't fucking believe you,
maybe.
and you have to like really like make them believe why. And even if it's your leg could be falling off and
Yeah,
they'd
just
still be
ride one
like
of those scooter
guilt tripping
things
you about it.
around the restaurant. Yeah. I don't know. That was
Yeah.
another that I think that's a, people who I don't know, because I think a lot of people that do graduate school go to get into these corporate jobs, like they do great. And I don't know if it's maybe we're just lifers in that like hospitality type of environment. You know what I mean? And I don't know. I fucked up though by
I don't know.
I think that's where
I don't
I
know.
fucked up at that job was being too transparent and not, because then I gave them something to use against me.
Something that I was told to me when I was like auditioning. I wasn't auditioning, but we were talking about auditions. This is like my showbiz days. Like if you made it into the entertainment company, this is the company I worked for before the one that you and I worked at together. And I was like 16 when I started working there. But when the new entertainers and dancers would come to their first rehearsal, one of the main guys would be like, listen, we don't want the you that's every day. We don't want that. We want the you that came to the audition and got this job. That's the you that I want to see when you're here. And when you're out in the world doing whatever it is that you do, that's fine. But when you're here, you're the person that got hired in that audition. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, I think if I ever got a job again, I'm never going back to work, by the way. I've decided that, like, I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna make it work with everything that I'm getting into. But if I ever did, I would never tell anybody anything about me and leave it at that. And just come in, do my job, and clock out. I don't need to, and I can
Yeah.
maybe be personable and not overshare. Like,
You can still have a personality, but you don't have to be like, oh my God, my kid puked on me 10 times last night. It didn't
separate
sleep
that
a
though,
wink.
because
How are you
that's
doing?
who I am.
You just don't bring it up. You're just like, hey, yeah, I'm a little tired today. I need to drink another coffee and move on. But like, I was kind of screwed with that with this job that I'm in because my manager, who's no longer at the company, she was at my other company previous. So she already knew everything I could do, which is not in the scope of my current position. So she was having me record voiceovers and like doing all these things
Oh,
that a project manager doesn't do. Uh, like I get a project manager position and I'm over here recording voiceovers,
and not getting
like
paid more.
where's my star on the Walk of Fame? No. And they were having me do it
Also,
because they knew I
though,
already worked for
now
the
I'm
company
learning
and I'd
that's
just
not
be like,
fair.
okay. And
If
I
they're gonna
just,
continue to use your voice even after, like, that's like a whole thing. Yes, they can't do that.
usage rights. I know. But, and like that, even at the company I worked
Oh
at before when I
yes.
was in a bunch of videos for them and stuff like that, like, I mean, it was fun. I liked the job, whatever. I don't really care. But like now, whatever, if I get hired to do something like that, like I need to have like a contract that says you're going to use
Yeah.
is this in perpetuity? Are you going
Did
to
you
use this
learn
for a
that at
year? Where are
school,
you
like how to
putting
read
it? Like
contracts like that?
all those kind of things.
Like, because you went to school for.
Más o menos, kind of, not really. That's kind of stuff that you probably learn
That's
on
what
the
they
job,
teach
like
you
with
in
another
this
producer.
course
But
that I'm doing. They break down contracts so you're not getting screwed. Because she told a story about
yeah,
she collaborated with a brand, did her video, and then like a year later, she saw her video again on something for that company. However, they muted her and did a voiceover on her. And then she saw it and she's like, they
yeah,
can't do that. And then went back into her contract and realized she screwed up on that contract and didn't she screwed up on that contract, and they could do that because they had lifetime rights to that, whatever.
yeah. They could do whatever they want with it,
Go downstairs, please.
and you're supposed to
Go
pay more for
downstairs right
that.
now and go to the bathroom downstairs. You do not need to be up here.
It's also like now, when I'm doing hiring talent. Luckily, the studio that I work with does all the contracts for me because I don't feel like doing it. But but it's come up where you have to have like a AI clause in there too. Because now, talent's not going to want to be like, oh, you have my image from a photo shoot or a video shoot, and now you can use me in
Oh,
AI and put me in whatever you want. Like, you know what I'm saying? So now there's also like, what are they going to do with you with AI? Are they going to take your image and like make you start talking and stuff and using your likeness to the and voice to then make a
yeah.
million other videos after that and
Yeah,
not
so
pay
you got
you
to be
for
really
it because they got
careful.
you the one
I'm glad
time, you
that's
know?
another thing because I wouldn't
Yes. Read the
even
fine
think
print,
to
everybody, which
like I would get screwed all the time because I would just be like, yeah, great, it's money. I need money. I need money. But supposedly it's like a big thing. Brands will, sneak stuff in there and um mhm.
and they have to pay you more
Yeah,
if
and
they
like
want more
knowing
rights
what to
to
charge.
whatever it
So
is you're
that's
doing
another
with
thing I
them.
learned, like people who are doing it on their own and like just coming up in the UGC stuff, they're not charging enough. So these companies are making out like bandits
Right.
because they're getting one over on you because you're not. So like learning the worth
Yeah.
of what you're putting out, like it's pretty neat, you know. And it's a good thing I'm going through it because
Yeah.
then I'll just give everything, like not give everything, but like then I can help like you, or even if Michael wanted to start doing them, he can do them for the men's brands. So, um, yeah,
Yeah.
or like those
Should do a
dad bod
beard
shirts he
stuff with that
loves.
beard.
So yeah, no, I'm happy I'm doing it.
Michael's so handsome too. I feel like
He
he'd be
doesn't
like the
talk
great
though.
bear dad
Like, but he's so funny.
all
I
over
don't know.
TikTok.
He said he would do videos with me for the UGC stuff, so we'll see.
I'm excited
I'm
to
like
see
gonna
what
cringe
you
if
guys
I
do.
ever see myself pop up somewhere.
You just gotta get used to it. I'm used to looking
Yeah,
at
I
my
was
face and
thinking
hearing
that.
my
Like,
voice now, so
I
like I
think
don't
that
even care
this
anymore.
is what's given me the balls to like say yes, I'll do that UGC content stuff, because remember I was so insecure about how I sound because of my like I sound like a 12-year-old
Yeah.
boy. So and you're the one that's been like, no, your voice is so funny, blah blah blah. So that's been since that and starting this.
A girl I work with on my shoot last week, a girl that I work with
Hi.
has been listening to us. Hey girl, how you doing? Thanks, Joe. Shout out to Joe. She was like, "Oh, I need to meet that
Oh,
girl
that's
that
so
you do
funny. I
the
saw that text that day. I
cafecitos
was
with,
like,
the mosquitoes and cafecitos." And she was like, "I love her voice. She's so funny." And like I've gotten that same thing from a lot of people that I know that don't know you yet,
wow.
that they just love it. So
Yeah.
you got to work with what you got, girl. And I think it's like the same person that had said, "We want the you that we hired that day." He's just a wealth of this is one of my mentors growing up. I just always
I
like
think I
loved
think I
him.
might know who you're
Um
talking about. But
it's one of them. So he would do a lot of music and stuff like that and music production, and he had a unique sounding voice, but he's just like he would put me in the recording booth and I'm not a singer or anything at all, and he's like, it doesn't matter. Like you sound like you, and once you get used to how you sound and what you can do with what you have, then you stick to that and that's fine. And that's also kind of something that I keep in my head if I ever have to like MC or host a video or be on a podcast or whatever it is. Like you get to know the way that you sound and you just work with what you got and it is what it is. And it doesn't matter as much as you actually
Yeah,
think it
that
is.
and
No one's thinking about it as much as you.
the first episode, like looking at my skin the whole time. I'm like, oh my god, my skin, my skin. But like nobody's looking at that. Like you are, like, or like not you, but me. Like that's so same thing with like the voice and everything about it. So no, it's been really cool and like
Those are all the things that make you different than everybody else. Those are all the things that make you you. And those are the things that make other people, draws other people into you. If you looked just like everybody else,
Giselle
like a,
Bunching, or however you
beige
say it.
AI person,
Oh, like AI, yeah. Well,
you
that's
know,
oh my god, the whole thing with like
whatever. I look like a homeless person right now with my hair. I probably can't
a
get a brush
shower
through it. Like
today.
here I am. Here we are. This is it. So I think this is a good time to get into
Cafecito
our
confessional.
Cafecito
Um,
confessional.
Mine is kind of weird because I don't know how to explain it. You go first. You got to think about one.
No,
The
you go
the
first.
whole thing I talk
Yeah.
about all the time with like nostalgia, how it makes me sick. I don't know what that is, but it's a thing. Let me look it up really quick. It's a thing. I couldn't understand why listening to like Raph would always send me songs that we would listen to as kids, like in the 2010s, like when we were getting a little bit older and that, or actually, no, we're already out of high school then. Where am I? I don't even know how old I am. But I couldn't listen to a lot of stuff because it would just make me sad and make me feel really uncomfortable or make me feel like ick. And it's a real thing. Let me see. Like so weird. All this shit that's like well, it's good to be validated, right? Because like it's good to be validated now because everything is having a name, like the matrescence and all. Like you're like, oh my god, that has a name. So it says, oh, but this makes sense because I'm a control freak. So ChatGPT, my assistant, says that it's a real thing. This isn't what I found the first time, like what he told me the first time we talked about this, but it says when nostalgia makes you feel sick, it usually is not about the memory itself. It's about what that memory represents. So loss of control, grief that was not processed, a version of life that felt safer or simpler than what you have now, or pain tied to that time that your brain hasn't fully sorted through. And that music or that show or that smell brings you right back, I guess, to being in that situation. Your body is basically saying this isn't safe.
It's
Yeah,
almost
which I
like
do.
a
Been diagnosed
PTSD.
with that, but
Yeah.
like not because I'm listening to Jason Derulo from 2010. Like, yeah. Like I'm not. I love
Triggered.
him. I'm not triggered by but like so that's why I think for a while I was like, why is this so upsetting to me? Like, and it was tied to getting older, that complex dealing like for a long time, which I still have a complex over getting older. And it's more so like it's going by so fast, it's almost over. And it's like, it's not almost over. Like, what am I? I'm crazy, but so that nostalgia ick is tied to the ick of getting older. Um, so yeah, I couldn't sit in songs for a long time, like listen. Like Raph loves it all day long. Like a lot of millennials, we listen to a lot of the same music
Me
because
too.
that it's comforting. So I couldn't do it for a long time, and me talking about it now, like I'm watching Laguna Beach, and like I'm obsessed, just as I was in my senior year when it came out. I love him. I love him, and I love
Steven.
Kristen, and like just like
Were you team
Kristen. I
Kristen or
loved her. I
Elsie?
loved her. Yeah, she's so
Me
cute.
too. I was so Kristen. Charlie's like, no, fuck Kristen, Elsie. I'm like, Elsie was such a
Lame-o.
manipulative little friend. She was like pity party, like, oh wow, me. And Kristen was just like, here I
Yeah,
am, let's
I
have
know,
fun.
I
You're
know.
being a hater.
So,
Go fuck
yeah,
yourself.
like sitting in that last night and I kept texting you guys and I'm like, I'm obsessed and it's making me really happy. It made me feel that's what Raph said. I
I
haven't
want to
seen it
watch
yet
the
either, but
reunion.
like it's crazy. They're all older now, like we are. Yeah, yeah.
We should watch it
And it's
together.
just like it's really neat to see them all older 20 years later and like it wasn't as upsetting and just like music too. I've been listening to a lot.
Dude, the the reels that, like, Kristen and Lauren were posting together, I was like,
Yeah.
the world has been healed because Kristen Cavallari and Lauren Conrad
Yes.
are
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Which
All wars can end
I don't even
now
know what's happening in the
in the
world right now.
millennial
I haven't
mind.
even looked, and I've been avoiding it, but we won't even go there. But yeah. So that is my Cafecito confessional. I think because I'm coming out
Cafecito
of this
confessional.
funk depression that I was in for a few years, I can now sit in it and listen to and remember and have these memories without getting really uncomfortable and like upset. And I like it. I've been listening to a lot of music and but yeah, I guess that goes with processing and therapy and stuff. But yeah, I don't know if anybody else feels like that.
You have an aversion to nostalgia. Meanwhile, I'm
That
totally
would make me
planning my
sick. It would be too
20th high
much.
school reunion.
I wouldn't go either.
And mine isn't even, I guess let's make this the Cafecito confessional for me is like, I'm not even doing it because I like cared that much about high school. I'm
Really?
really doing it for my ego.
But why?
Yeah. Like I want people, because I love people telling me that I threw a good party.
Fuck those
Like
people. Who
I
cares?
want people to go to it and be like, no, I don't know. I do. I don't know. Cause a girl that I went to school with and I decided to do the 10-year because our class president totally pieced out and ghosted us. So everybody was like commenting on the Facebook like alumni group. Everyone from my class was like tagging the president, like, "Hey, girl, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening?" Nothing. So then me and my friend, both of us graduated early because we were like, "Fuck school. We don't want to be in school." So we graduated early. And we both had house parties. We're both party girls. We both didn't really give a shit about being there. We had like 2 friends in school, but we knew everybody. But we were all, you know what I mean? Like people knew who we were, but we weren't necessarily like prom queen, you know? We're like, fuck this, we'll throw it. And a
Did they have to
gazillion
buy
people showed up.
tickets or how did it work?
So many people showed up. The first one we did for free. We found a bar that would let us do it for free and just let everybody come. We decided, like, if people are going to come to this, we don't know where they're at in their lives. Like, let's just make it as easy as possible to show up and just like promote the shit out of it. And that's what we did. We had like a crowdfunding to like be able to hire a DJ and whatever, little like make little badges. We had people donate money, like, give us $5, give us $20,
Wow,
give us
that
$100. Somebody gave us
dedication.
$500, and we said if you donate, you get your name entered into a raffle for
Nice.
a bar tab. So a bunch of people came, and like it was a hit. And of course, I love the attention. Everyone's taking photos of me and Bridget. We're like, yeah, welcome to the party, whatever. So now our 20th is coming up, and like I am like dead set on having an
I want to
amazing
come.
event because I want to look at it. It's not even like I don't want people to tell me it was amazing. I want to look at how many people show up
You're
and
like a
how it
party
goes and be like,
promoter
I
then.
did that.
Maybe like that.
It's like I'm competing with myself, really. I don't know what it is. I don't know what kind of like brand of like mental illness I have where like I need
Just
the
ask
panic of like it's
ChatGPT.
got to be better
They'll
this
diagnose
time.
you. No, I'm just kidding. But that's funny. I get it though, that satisfaction of people are here, they're having a good time, and this is an awesome party. That's a normal thing, I think. But not for your high school reunions. Because who
I don't know.
cares? But like, I think that's
I don't
nice
know.
that you want to feel that way and you will feel that way because you put your time into it, you know? Feel rewarded. It's okay. But it's a weird reason why you're doing it. I don't care enough. I don't care. I would be fine if I never saw anybody ever again.
You hate nostalgia though. Like when I looked at my senior video and saw what I looked like, I wanted to puke. I
Like
was
hot?
like, why didn't anyone ever tell me I looked like that?
I know. Oh, I thought you were going to say, I made
Yes, that was like the most
poor
gorgeous thing I've
fashion
ever seen in my
decisions,
life.
but I was smoking hot. I was a smoke show. And I fit into Hollister.
Same here. Like
I know.
I don't know why more
I don't
people
know why I
weren't in
wasn't
love
a
with
bigger
me.
whore. No, I'm just kidding.
Exactly. Why did I waste all
Why
my
did I
time
get
with that
married?
stupid
Just
boyfriend I
kidding.
had?
He's right there.
I should have had 10 boyfriends.
I'm kidding. But yeah.
Okay, well, let's leave it on a high note. We were smoke shows, and we still are. We're
Yeah, it's a different type of
smoking hot
confidence
mamas
now.
with children. We're different. Yeah, exactly. Now I don't give a fuck kind of confidence.
Yeah, I
So when you
care
were
too
younger,
much.
you were
Now
like,
I'm
I give
like,
all
this
the
is me,
fucks.
baby.
So
Take it or leave it.
yeah. Well,
Fuck 'em
Fuck
again.
'em and
Oh,
fuck
say
'em
your word.
again.
Dictum. That's a good one.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. A good one to end the show. If someone is being a dick, and then when you tell them about it, they act like they're being a victim all of a sudden and trying to flip it on
Gaslighting
you,
dictum.
they're being a dictum.
That's it. I love that.
Yeah, a dictum. Yeah, so the next time someone does something like that to you and they want to flip it around on you and gaslight you and be like, you know what? Shut the
Dictum.
fuck up, you dictum.
Ass bitch.
So,
Right. Well,
if you have any fun Florida stories, mom stories, if you
Rage
have any
Center.
ideas for
Yeah.
our rage room, yes, rage center for for abuse mothers, not abuse mothers, but
Yeah.
rage center for overstimulated mothers. Send it in. Give us ideas for the different rooms that you can rage out in. What are they going to be called? I want to hear this. Wrong answers only. Wrong answers welcome. All right. Mosquitoes and Cafecitos on Instagram. Mosquitoesandcafecitos at gmail.com.
And
Mosquitoes and
Spotify.
Cafecitos on
And we're going to go on to
YouTube.
Apple Music or Apple
All right.
Podcast soon.
And
Just got to
Spotify.
figure it out.
Ooh, we're getting onto Apple Podcasts.
Yep, baby.
Fucking branching
All
out,
right.
baby.
Thank you. I don't know why I said thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Adios,
Come again.
motherfuckers.
Bye-bye.
Thank
Oh,
you.
I was saying
Thank you
thank you to
all.
you. I don't know. Thank you to everyone for listening. Bye.